Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 1st. This week, we are just going to jump right in here and take a look at what is going on for you. We're going to take a look at your current energies actually with this main spread, and then we are going to clarify at the end with the little tarot here, and we are going to see what comes up for you. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. But wow, Taurus, this is a really nice reading so far. I do feel like you're hesitating a little bit here. And wow, damn, Taurus. This is really, really good. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Lovers, Empress. Like, are you kidding me, Taurus? You also have this Treasure Island card, which is my favorite card in this deck here, the Wisdom of the Oracle. So I feel there's some real positive energy coming in for you. Whatever it is that you're doing is very clear. I mean, it's very clear story, whatever is going on here, because it's like this is some sort of display of strength. You have the Strength card with the Six of Wands. Plus you have this Courage card. You basically have three cards here that in the middle row that would represent courage or something that's going to take courage. So what is it? It's this right here. It's like I feel like saying, should I stay or should I go, is what I feel here with this Land Between card. It's almost like you're trying to make a decision for some of you. I don't really... Like, this could be in love for some of you, but again, this to me is another big picture reading for you, Taurus, which your readings, I would call them big picture readings, because I feel like your readings lately have been more about your entire life, like everything together. And I would say that this is more about some sort of significant change that you're trying to make in your life. You're probably very focused on creating this Ten of Pentacles. Again, Uranus in your sign, it has a very strong desire for freedom in the first place, and it's in your sign. So, you know, I feel that Uranus and Taurus is all about freedom, creating more freedom in your life, whatever that means for you. But to do that, it's kind of like you need a solid foundation. And the Ten of Pentacles is a solid financial foundation, but it's also a solid foundation in all areas of your life. Ten of Pentacles is a tree of life. It's like everything in your life all together. So right now, I feel like you're kind of in this should I stay or should I go mode where it's like, do I make a change? You're at some sort of crossroads here with the Lovers. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. This is something that you're seeing. I'm getting really good cards. Don't get me wrong, Taurus, but I see this more as like a vision. It's like you see something that is possible for you, or you see the type of life that you want to live. You know what your Ten of Pentacles life is. You have my Iceberg card here. You have this, I call it, you have this Wonders card. We're gonna come back to this card in just a second, but I call it an iceberg card because every once in a while I feel like it's saying that you're just seeing the tip down here. Even though, yes, I realize that this is the tip up here, I feel like this is what you're seeing. It's like you're just seeing this very small part of this crystal here. What you don't realize is there's like all of this available to you once you get started on some sort of journey here. This is clearly a journey because you have the Six of Wands. So whatever this display of strength is, for some of you it could be like building a business, starting a new job, going back to school, like any of those things that would be a major transition. Those are the things that I think you're going to be moving towards with this Six of Wands. It's going to be different for all of you because you have this Treasure Island card, which is like the card of manifestation. It's a card of as above, so below. But I feel this reading is, again, a little bit bigger than that. I feel like this reading could be talking about this Treasure Island card. I feel like it could be saying that you're kind of like starting to get this place where what you feel, what you imagine is starting to become a reality. It's like you're starting to get there. Like I said, I feel this is very much a dream. This is like what you want to accomplish. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Lovers. Again, that could include love because the Ten of Pentacles is the best love card in the deck. It is a card of like marriage, building, but it's even better than that because it's like being in a really solid relationship here. But it's like you're needing to take a leap towards something. Again, we're probably going to have to clarify to figure out what that is. You have the Wonders card and this Courage card. It's like this is going to require courage. I feel like the reason why something that you're taking like a leap of faith towards here with this Land Between card, the reason I feel it is going to require courage is because of what you can see. Again, I feel like you can only see this very tip of this crystal here, or the bottom of the crystal, I guess you could say. And it's like whatever goal you're trying to achieve, or whatever you're trying to get into your life, it's like you're only seeing a very small percentage of it. And so again, that's why it's going to require courage, because I feel like maybe intuitively or mentally for you, take it how it resonates. I feel you're just kind of like not quite sure if you can double down on something. It's like you're not quite sure if you can give something everything you got, because it's almost like there isn't enough proof, are the words that are popping into my head. And again, if this is a relationship for you, it's like you could be with a person here and it's like you're not sure if you can double down on the relationship or whatever. But again, we're going to clarify in just a minute. You have the Six of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Strength card. This is like your imagination. Major success coming in for you here. The Page of Cups, he is imagining something, and he has this fish in his cup. And I always say that fish says, basically, do not let that fish get away. That fish could easily jump out of the cup. But he's kind of like imagining that fish. So the Page of Cups to me can represent you. It can represent a love offer, which we'll talk about that in a minute, but I feel you could be imagining something that you want to accomplish. It's going to be something that requires a lot of courage, a lot of bravery. It's going to be something that requires kind of a lot of patience as well. But you have the Six of Wands and the Strength card together. To me, this is a definite display of strength. This basically guarantees that whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish at this time, you will be getting a lot of attention for it, plain and simple. Six of Wands is like victory, major success, good news, but it's also a lot of attention. And the Strength card, I always say, is a display of strength. She is putting her hands in a lion's mouth. It's like nobody in the right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth. So to me, this card represents not only strength, but a display of strength. It's like people are going to be looking at you as kind of being very strong. I feel like saying like all eyes on you or something along those lines as well here. So that's definitely popping into my head here, Taurus, but I like it. This could also be love. Like I said, this row here, it kind of looks like dating to me, even though Page of Cups to me is my card of an admirer. To me, this looks like dating. So if you're single, you might just be dating at this time or kind of looking for love. For some of you, you might have your eye on a person here. I feel like you both will find each other attractive. I get the feeling that this person doesn't know who you are for some reason. So I don't know. Maybe you saw someone in passing, or maybe you have recently met someone new or something. It's like they don't see you yet, but I feel like they will. You have this Treasure Island card here. This card basically just says, as above, so below. It is the as above, so below card in this deck. And it says, if you can dream it, you can have it. So I definitely love this card for you. Boom. Like I said, you are like at this point where you are ready for success. It's like you're not quite there yet. So I do feel some of you could be feeling like jittery, restless, all those things. Because it's like you're at that, it's like you're kind of like at the starting gate of a race that you're about to run. But I feel like you're guaranteed to win this race that you are in right now here, Taurus, if you put the work in, right? So I always tell people, it's like, tarot isn't magic. It's not going to make something happen for you. People always say that, my readings, I pretty much always give advice on like what the cards are trying to ask you to do to get something. I always get comments. People always say the money didn't show up and all this other stuff. I'm like, what did you do? Most of the time they say sat on the couch. So, again, these are not magic. They cannot magically make something appear in your life. You're going to have to put the work in. But, and you're going to have to go through this right here, whatever this display of strength is, something that requires courage. Again, it could be starting a business. And again, there's definitely fear here. Really good cards, but it's like maybe you're starting a business and you don't really have the money. Maybe you're kind of having to put yourself out there because, again, you have a ton of cards of attention here. So maybe you're really taking a risk with your reputation, I feel, especially like in career or work or business. And that is what's going to require courage here. But this card basically says you're ready. The Poised card says you are at the top of your game right now. You have the Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Empress. Ugh, love it. Major celebration coming in for you. Total abundance. Now, this is your energy, Taurus, as well. You're definitely sitting in a very strong position. Showing up as yourself puts you in a position of power and strength. But I also feel there are just improvements coming in for you here. If I was being super picky with the Six of Pentacles, I am getting this like frustration message here as well. I kind of got it like over here. There you go. Just messed up all the cards. But I kind of got it like over here as well, this thing about frustration. I feel that it's kind of like the universe is kind of leading you along here. Didn't I say something in your last reading about like a horse and a carrot? It's almost like there's a carrot dangling in front of you here with this Six of Pentacles. I think I said that in your March reading, if I'm not mistaken. And what I feel like this is saying is it's almost like you are if you're working on a business, for example, maybe you don't really have the money, but you kind of do. I feel like once you get started, it's like the universe is going to make sure that you have a little bit of abundance. But I do feel like it's kind of always just enough. Like I feel like it's just kind of like enough to keep you moving forward here. If this is love, for example, or anything else in your life, I feel like you're getting like just enough, but I feel like it is enough. So like, don't let that stop you, is what that Six of Pentacles is saying. I feel like it's saying as long as you keep moving forward, you will keep getting more of whatever you need, whether it's energy, time, effort, whatever it is, money, doesn't really matter. But I feel there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. I just realized you have 2 6s. I love 2 6s, Taurus. To me, 2 6s says you're definitely on the right path, definitely going in the right direction. But let's see what is going on for you here, Taurus. Thank you for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Taurus, let's see here what we have for you. 7 of Swords here again. That's the fears that I was talking about earlier. Probably because you're in this in-between world. Like I said, should I stay or should I go? I keep getting that message in this first row here, and it's kind of like saying, do I stay in my old life? Do I, or do I move on to something new? 7 of Swords to me can represent lying, cheating, stealing. Although again, intuitively, I do not feel like this is a love reading. So I don't really feel like it's a liar, cheater, stealer. I feel that the 7 of Swords is saying that you're trying to make things too perfect, and I feel like that's just not going to work. 7 of Swords, we could say that he is trying to steal these swords that are on here because he is trying to protect himself in battle the next day. He's basically trying to make things perfect. He's trying to steal those swords from a military that is on the back of that card that you're not going to be able to see on this camera, and basically he's trying to, make sure that those swords can't be used against him in battle the next day. But the problem is there's still 2 swords behind him. It basically says you cannot prepare yourself for everything. You have to take action, right? You can't stay frozen. You have the 7 of Cups, 2 7s. Can't make this stuff up. Like I said, 2 7s to me is internal fears that don't exist. So let go of your fears, Devil. Still feeling trapped by the past. This is probably past limiting beliefs with the 2 7s. 2 7s, this is almost like imposter syndrome energy, where it's like you feel like you want to accomplish something, but it's almost like you're afraid of getting in trouble. That's like the best way I could say it, even though you're not going to. So I feel like a need to let go of the past here, or let go of any self-limiting beliefs. For others, again, too many what ifs. The Page of Cups, it's like he knows exactly what he wants here. He's looking at something. But all these 7 of Cups are like, oh, what if I need, what if something happens to my grandma? What if, I break my knee? What if something that's never going to happen happens? So trust me, I'm a Pisces. I have these thoughts all day long, right? So this 7 of Cups says, do not make stories up in your head, because this middle row here, or this right here, I should say, this first row of the clarifying tarot is basically saying, do not create stories that aren't going to become true. You have the Ace of Wands. Like I said, you're heading in the right direction. Major success. Yeah, look at this. I don't know if you saw that card pop out there. 6 of Wands, clarifying. So I feel there's major success coming in for you. This is a very passionate new beginning. This is a super powerful reading for you, Taurus. And again, your March reading was very powerful as well. You have the King of Wands. Could be a fire sign coming in for love. You keep getting fire. You keep getting Leo in your readings as well. So if you're looking for love, could be a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. Could just be someone who has fire in their chart is what I would say there. You have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I would let go of past heartbreaks here. For some of you, I almost feel like I think I got this message for you a couple months ago. It's almost like you're punishing yourself for a past relationship that you were in. And I would let that go. It's like maybe you were with a devil, or maybe you were with a bad person. I feel like you're taking it out on yourself or something. I don't know. I feel like you need to be nicer to yourself is what I'm saying here. It's like you are at the Empress stage. You are in this stage of being empowered. Well, actually, I should say, technically, you're almost there, because it's like you're not quite there yet. But, I feel like you need to let go of whatever fears, doubts, anxieties, things like that you have from the past. You have the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. I kind of said that at the beginning of the reading. Like, I feel you could be intuitively sensing with this crystal card that you had here. It's like you're seeing just the beginnings of something, so trust that. You have the 2 of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you here. I feel that 6 of Pentacles would be more equal give and take. It's like you give a little, I give a little. It's like you're balancing things out. And you have the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. So definitely could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you in love, Taurus. What I would say to you as well is I love that you go from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Page of Cups is imagining something. The Knight of Cups is also a card of imagining something. He is dreaming. He's normally looking into that cup. He's scrying, basically, and he is looking at what he wants to manifest or what he could be manifesting. I still feel there's a need to take action with that Knight of Cups. I feel like this reading is a push, you know? I feel this reading is saying whatever goal you're trying to achieve at this time, again, it's very specific and general at the same time, Taurus, because it's like, I feel like the goal is going to be different for all of you. Some of you could be trying to finish school, you could be going back to school, you could be starting a business, getting a new career, or changing careers. I would say that if this has to do with work, it's going to be something where you're getting a lot of attention, just because of all these attention cards that you have here. So it could be like a public-facing position. You could be working in social media, pretty much anything like that. You know, getting on YouTube, getting on camera, any of those things, but there's going to be a ton of success there for you. In love as well, I would say this is just a much more balanced relationship coming in for you, something where someone is trying to build or leave a legacy with the Ten of Pentacles. But I love this. I feel like I keep getting this all eyes on you message here, but this is going to sound weird, Taurus, but I feel like that is kind of almost like what you're working towards. I'm not saying that you're like working to become famous, but you could be, you know, again, this is like a positive thing. The all eyes on you thing, it's almost like you're kind of working towards being an example for other people. So it's like by being successful, you're going to be lifting other people up. So again, this is like a very helpful thing that you are going to be doing. So it's almost like this is your destiny. Like I feel like part of your destiny is to help lift up other people around you, because you will be an example. This reading is making you an example, is what this is. I feel like this is saying when you accomplish something here, and I'm not putting you down. I'm trying to think of a good way to say this, Taurus, what I'm about to say. But it's going to sound probably a lot worse than it actually is, although maybe not. But I feel like you were put here to be an example, because it's like people are going to see you do something and then they're going to believe that it's possible. And I feel like that's super, super important. Like that is your destiny, basically. That's amazing. Again, you're going to be lifting people up. And like I always tell people, that's probably the best position to be in life, is being an example for other people, because that karma just comes straight back to you, right? In the form of abundance, Ten of Pentacles. So could be money, could just be positive energy, whatever. But this looks amazing. So thank you for being here, Taurus. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Taurus, and enjoy your week.